Welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's deep dive. We're going to answer a question a lot of people are asking right now. Are we finally in the early stages of altcoin season? For weeks, Bitcoin has been consolidating, its dominance has been slipping, and capital is beginning to rotate into other parts of the market. Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Chainlink, even the meme and presale tokens, they're all starting to get attention. But is this just a temporary move? Or are we about to see a full-blown altcoin season like we did in 2017 and 2021? To understand where we are today, let's start with the numbers. Bitcoin's dominance, the percentage of the total crypto market cap made up by Bitcoin, has fallen from around 65% earlier this summer to about 59% now. That drop may sound small, but in market cap terms it represents billions of dollars shifting out of Bitcoin and into other coins. Historically, when Bitcoin's dominance falls, it opens the door for altcoins to rally. That's the foundation of every altcoin season we've seen before. So, what is altcoin season? For some people, it means Ethereum and a few large-cap alts start outperforming Bitcoin. For others, it's only altcoin season when everything is pumping, when even the smallest pre-sales and meme tokens are doubling overnight. In reality, there are stages. It usually begins when Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin. That's stage 1. Stage 2 is when the other majors, Solana, XRP, Cardano, Chainlink, start to move. And if it really takes hold, you get stage 3. The mania phase, where speculation floods into smaller tokens, pre-sales explode, and retail enthusiasm is everywhere. Right now, we're between stage 1 and stage 2. Ethereum has seen strong institutional flows, Solana is gaining with its staking momentum, and XRP and Cardano are holding steady. The ingredients are here. The question is whether it spreads. One of the biggest drivers this time is institutional diversification. For years, Bitcoin was the institutional play. It was safe, it was liquid, and it was easy to explain. Digital gold. But with Ethereum now attracting real inflows, institutions suddenly have another way to allocate. Some days, the Ethereum ETF even outpaced the Bitcoin ETF, something almost nobody expected this early. And when that happens, dominance shifts. Solana is also catching institutional attention, with over 67% of its supply staked, offering yields of around 6.5% compared to Ethereum's 2 to 3%. It's become attractive for funds looking for yield. Institutions aren't blind to those numbers. Combine that with Solana's speed and cheap fees, and it's no wonder it's becoming the income chain in this cycle. XRP is playing a quieter role. After years of legal drama, it finally has regulatory clarity in the US, which makes it more appealing for institutions who want lower risk exposure to something beyond Bitcoin and Ethereum. It may not pump like the newer chains, but its stability is exactly what some investors want. Cardano remains the community coin. It's not the fastest mover, but its loyal base and steady development mean it always benefits when money rotates out of Bitcoin. Loyalty becomes a strength in times like these, because it keeps interest and liquidity flowing. And then there's Chainlink. For years it was known as the Oracle project, but adoption stories were thin. That changed this week when the US Commerce Department announced it would publish official data, things like GDP and trade numbers, directly on-chain using Chainlink and Pyth. That's real adoption. For the first time, government-verified data is being made available for smart contracts. That means DeFi protocols can build on it. Insurance can automate payouts with reliable data, and lending can react to real economic conditions. It's a huge step forward, and it gives Chainlink a serious narrative at exactly the right moment. But altcoin season isn't just about the majors. It's always been fueled by speculation too, and this time is no different. Pre-sales like Layer Brett are pulling in attention with their meme branding, their Layer 2 tech, and their eye-catching, if unsustainable, staking rewards. Everyone knows 1500% yields won't last, but they don't need to. They just need to create hype. And hype brings capital. Remittix is another one, marketed as XRP 2.0 with a payments focus. It's already raised more than $21 million in pre-sale. Whether it delivers or not, It's part of the buzz that powers these seasons. Now let's step back and look at history, because every altcoin season has its own flavor. In 2013, the sparks were small. Bitcoin was still new, but coins like Litecoin showed people there could be alternatives. That was the beginning. In 2017, altcoin season went mainstream. Bitcoin dominance collapsed from 80% to below 40%. Ethereum surged from under $10 to over $1,400. Ripple went from pennies to over $3. ICOs raised billions on promises and white papers. It was mania, and it ended badly for most retail, but it proved that Bitcoin didn't have a monopoly on attention. Then came 2021. This one had more substance. Ethereum was running on the back of DeFi and NFT mania. Solana was emerging with fast, cheap transactions. Cardano finally brought smart contracts. Chainlink became the backbone of oracles for DeFi. And yes, meme mania hit too, with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu grabbing headlines. Bitcoin doubled, but many alts did far more. It wasn't just speculation anymore. There were ecosystems driving adoption. Now it's 2025. And the difference this time is institutions. Back in 2017, it was all retail. In 2021, it was retail plus a bit of institutional experimentation. But now, we have an Ethereum ETF. We have staking yields being analyzed by hedge funds. We have government data going on-chain. If this becomes an altcoin season, it could be the first one truly powered by both retail speculation and institutional adoption at the same time. That's why this one matters. Ethereum isn't just the ICO chain anymore, it's the ETF chain. Solana isn't just the fast chain anymore, it's the yield chain. XRP isn't just fighting lawsuits anymore, it's a legally clear payments play. Cardano isn't just a research project anymore, it's a loyal community with active development. And Chainlink isn't just an oracle, it's a bridge for government data. Those are real narratives. Now, don't get me wrong, speculation is still here. The memes, the pre-sales, the promise of huge returns, they always come back. Layer Brett and Remittix are proof of that. But when you combine hype with real adoption stories, that's when altcoin seasons get powerful. So let's talk about risks. Not every dip in Bitcoin dominance leads to a true altcoin season. Sometimes it's just a pause. Bitcoin cools off, alts run for a week, then Bitcoin reclaims dominance. That could happen here too. Confirmation matters. Look for sustained inflows into Ethereum and Solana. Look for rising volumes in Cardano and XRP. Look for growing liquidity in Chainlink. And most importantly, watch sentiment. When retail comes back in full force, when search trends spike, when Telegram groups get noisy, when everyone on Twitter is talking about their favorite small cap, that's when you know it's spreading. Macro matters as well. This week, the Fed cooled hopes of a bigger rate cut, sticking to just 25 basis points. That disappointed traders, dragged Bitcoin lower, and gave alts an opening. But what happens next? If data weakens and the Fed cuts more aggressively later this year, liquidity could flood back in. And liquidity fuels speculation. That's the macro backdrop for altcoin season. Now a quick word from today's sponsors. If you're holding crypto, make sure it's secure. Don't leave it all sitting on exchanges. Grab a Ledger hardware wallet using our link in the description. We use this to secure all our crypto, and if you purchase one using our link, it really helps the channel and lets us continue bringing you these podcasts. So what do you think? Is this the start of a true altcoin season, or just a temporary rotation before Bitcoin takes the lead again? Which alt are you watching the closest? Ethereum with its ETFs, Solana with its staking yields, XRP with its payments use case, Cardano with its loyal base, or Chainlink with its government adoption? Or are you rolling the dice on pre-sales hoping to catch the next major breakout? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash like if you enjoyed this breakdown. Follow so you don't miss the next one. And as always, we will see you at the top.